Lucky me, I get to talk to Sharon Schamber, who has won the Maywood Master Award at this year's Quilt Festival. And I'm going to ask her all the questions that you want to ask her, I hope. So, Sharon, first thing anybody wants to know always is inspiration. And it doesn't matter if you can remember when it happened.
Yeah. I love the fleur-de-lis pattern.
Yes.
Always loved it. And so I decided to put it in the quilt. This actually is the second quilt that I used the fleur-de-lis in.
The fleur-de-lis pattern is a favorite.
Yes.
And do you remember where that started?
Oh, it's been my whole life.
Oh, your whole life. Okay,
Yeah.
so from a way back.
Way back.
So once you've got the inspiration and you have an idea, what's the process? Do you
I do little sketches,
Mm-hmm.
little sketches,
Great.
and play with the sketches. And I actually scan them in. I use a program called Adobe Illustrator.
Wonderful.
And I do all the drawing in Adobe Illustrator before I even start on the quilt. So
And
even the quilting is
Even the
designed.
quilting is designed at that point.
Yep.
So color choices as well?
I actually do maybe 10 or 12 different colorways.
Oh, interesting.
And so I will change the colors and see which one really hits me, and then I'll choose from there.
Wonderful. So it goes from Adobe Illustrator to fabric choices. You've chosen the color, so then you
Right.
go to your stash
Right.
and you choose.
Yeah. I don't even touch a piece of fabric until I've chosen.
Wonderful.
So I'm not picking things out, or I
Okay.
don't audition ever.
No, okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got the fabric and you've done the sketch, so it's ready to start cutting. What's the next step?
I start in the middle normally.
Oh,
because this is
okay.
this is a medallion style.
Yes, it is.
So I start in the middle and work with the applique. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, how I do it is that certain jobs have certain body movements. So
Right.
once I'm tired with doing that, I have another one planned, so I can work a longer period of time.
Oh, that's a
so
good
it's
idea.
very much a production.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you do one step of it, and then when it's time to move on, your body tells you, and you go and do something else until it's time to come back.
Right.
Now,
Yes.
we all assume that you start and go through the process to the end without ever make a mistake.
Oh, that's not true. I just stop when I make mistakes. Instead
And
of
then
keep
what
going.
happens?
Then I pick it up.
Okay, so you pick it out?
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you ever do practice blocks?
I do, absolutely. That's really important. Like for any artist, they need to make little samplings.
Yes.
You know, many of the masters did little studies.
Exactly.
And I do studies on everything to make
Okay.
sure the colors work together.
Wonderful.
Or the quilting, whatever that is.
So when you're doing the quilting, do you do a kind of warm-up on a little scrap
do.
piece?
I
Okay,
do.
so you get your body into
Yes.
the rhythm of what you're doing, and then you go
Right.
to the
right.
to the work.
Right. And there's certain things that I do, like on quilting, I can only do for so long, but
Right.
that doesn't mean I'm tired. So I go to another quilt or whatever it is and do another kind of step.
Wonderful. It sounds a very practical approach.
So it is. It's
Wonderful.
very safe for the body.
It is.
So I'm able to get a lot done, and
Which
I
is
don't
good.
get bored.
Oh, that's another nice thing. If you
Right.
get tired of doing this, go and do something else.
Well, people think their boredom is actually stopping. They want to stop on a quilt, but they're just a little bored with it, so they just need to take a little time and go to something else and then come back. The
Good
coming
ad-
back's the trick.
Good advice. Yes, coming back. Otherwise, you have a lot
Right.
of UFOs.
Yes, and the designing the whole piece complete eliminates a lot of the problem with coming back because you can see the finished
You
thing.
can see it, right?
At least the basics, anyway.
So tell us, what part of this was your favorite part, or do you have favorite parts?
The binding.
Because it's finished.
But I love the quilting process. I actually make the tops just to quilt.
Just so you can quilt.
Yes.
Well, you do such a wonderful job, and we're thrilled to be able to talk to you about it. So thank you very much for
thank
sharing
you.
this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm Sharon Pederson from Nine Patch Media for The Quilt Show.